All right, so when I first started my health journey 15 years ago, when I started to be more conscious about my health and wanted a more holistic, natural lifestyle, there's things that I naturally stopped implementing into my life, my everyday habits. So, number one for me, that's a big one, is stop using the microwave. That actually happens within like the first week of me changing my lifestyle 15 years ago. I think now in 2026, like the fact that we're still using microwave is so bad and so stupid. Like there's so many more other healthier options than to cook your food than a microwave. And it's funny because if you look up is microwave bad for me like on Google, the first few things that's gonna come up is gonna say no, it's not bad. But that's such a bad lie. Oh my god, like microwave is such a health destroyer on a long term. If you use microwave, you're not gonna be sick like 5 minutes after, but everyday habits on a long term, microwave is like cancer generating object. Like, did you know that pregnant women are suggested to not even stand close to microwave while it's on because it's dangerous for the baby? That should tell you enough to not cook your food in there. Microwave use really harmful radiation to cook your food. Not only it destroys all the nutrient in the food that you're gonna eat. So like even if you have a beautiful whole food meal, natural meal, if you put it in the microwave, it's done. That meal is not worth nothing anymore. It's like almost feeding yourself harmful radiation. Let's just put it like this, okay? So even if I go to restaurant, if I hear at the back that they're using a microwave, I'm not gonna eat the food. Like this is a big no for me. No microwave. In number two's position, I stopped drinking tap water. Now, this one I'm a little bit more like not as strict with it as microwave. Per example, you'll never see me at my house just pouring myself a tap water at the sink and drinking it. But if I go to a restaurant and there's no other option to me than water and they bring me water which I know it's tap water, if I'm really thirsty or I need to like clear my throat or whatever, like I'll have a few sip, but it's really not my preferred option and I know that it's not good for me, but it's like I have a little more tolerance on that one than the microwave. But I don't think that nobody should drink tap water as a daily habit. Every time you're thirsty, you just go to the sink and drink that water. Even though your city tells you that this water is safe for drinking, it might be safe right now, but on the long term, the things that it feeds your cells of, there's a lot of bad thing in just city tap water. Fluoride is one of the big thing, but if you want to make your own research on that, I don't want to like go too deep into it, but tap water is not your preferred option. You want to go for something more like natural spring water or reverse osmosis water. And here's a thing too as well that I've learned at the beginning of my journey is that if tap water is your only option, sometimes that's what it is. Even for me, like I don't have time to go to the store to buy some water, or you're a little tight on your budget and you don't have the money right now to buy some spring water or whatever. You can always use the tap water, boil it, and then once it's boiled, put it in a big glass mason jar and put it by the window. The sunlight is going to clean the water and charge it with vitamin D as well, which is a plus. It's not as like natural as a natural source of water like spring water, but it is better than straight up tap water once it's boiled and put in a mason jar under the sunlight. All right, so that was my second one for me. Right off 15 years ago, I stopped drinking tap water, and so far, I believe that it has done good thing for me and on a long term as well. And I really, really highly recommend for anybody who wants a healthier lifestyle and more natural lifestyle to not drink the tap water. Number 3, stop buying bread at the grocery store. And what I mean by that is the bread that have like 50 ingredients in it. Breads that mostly everybody eat, that stuff is legit poison for you. If you want to eat bread, and this is what I also did, is that you want to buy a fresh loaf of bread or you make it yourself. I don't really make bread, so I go to the farmer's market or just like bakeries. Everybody in their town has some type of bakery where they make fresh bread every day. That's where you want to get your bread. Don't buy those pre-made bread that can stay good on the shelf for like 2-3 weeks, you know. These are packed with so many bad ingredients, so many additive, and they're just not food. Like literally stop consuming that bread. And actually this one changed my life for me. When I was younger, obviously my parents did not know any better. That's the type of bread we would have in the house. And like, I really do believe that it was a big cause of the reason why I was having some type of allergy when I was younger, why I was constipated, why I have some like weight problem, whatever. This type of bread, out, okay? And my life is so much better since I've been eating just fresh baked sourdough bread that it's made daily, like such a big difference. All right, number 4 is the type of oil that you use. So I stop consuming food that are high in canola oil, vegetable oil, grapeseed oil, rapeseed oil. I only cook my food, or if I even buy stuff, I look at the thing. If it says canola oil, I'm not mostly buying it. I'm looking for olive oil. I'm looking for avocado oil. Is there other oil that I read? Oh, coconut oil. Yeah, coconut oil. These are my main 3. But if you go to the grocery store and you look at stuff that contain oils, most of the time it's canola oil, and it's just bad for you. Okay, there's no other thing to say about that. You just want to get it rid of your life once in a while. If it's like, you know, it just happens that you have it, it's okay, but it shouldn't be part of your daily life habit for a healthier and natural lifestyle. You want to use like avocado, olive oil, coconut oil, all right? These are the things that I also stopped 15 years ago that are not part of my lifestyle, and I highly suggest you to do the same. The last one, that was 4, right? The last one on the list, I could have put 6, but I'll keep it at 5, okay? Or I could give you a bonus. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give you an extra bonus at the end if you stay till the end. Number 5 is I stopped using white sugar, or I stopped buying things that has white sugar in it. Processed white sugar is literally crack. It's a type of drug. It's addictive. It's in everything. Every processed food has it. It's a cheap sugar to use for everything, and it's unhealthy for you. As a more holistic way of using sugar, you want to use more natural sugar. You want to look at ingredients, or you want to buy ingredients like maple syrup, date sugar, coconut sugar, or even cane sugar. Cane sugar is also highly used and processed, but it's still better than white sugar. And white sugar also, I believe, stopped using this 15 years ago. It changed my life. I think I was allergic to white sugar in terms of like it would give me so many canker in my mouth. And since I stopped using white sugar, no more problem with that. And you see what it does to children as well. Like there, you know, when you say like, oh, don't give my children white sugar because like the child's gonna go crazy, or is gonna be so overexcited or hyperactive. White sugar just doesn't belong in the human body. So just try to choose healthier version of white sugar, the natural sugar of things. There's so many options. There's no reason why not to. Even if you're baking, you're looking at a recipe, you want to make some brownies at home, you want to make some cookie or whatever, and then you're looking, oh, 1 cup of white sugar or whatever. Switch it. Just do the switch. That's what it is to be in a natural, holistic lifestyle, is that the things that you're used to use, and you're like, well, it says 1 cup of white sugar. What can I use? The natural person, the holistic person will be like, use 1 cup of coconut sugar. Use 1 cup of cane sugar. Use 1 cup of maple syrup. There's always a healthier option out there, okay? So that's all you gotta do. Switch it up for something healthy. And I promise you that on a long term, when you're 70 years old, 80 years old, you will see a difference. All these things that I just mentioned that are switched are all prone to give you on a long term things like cancer or Alzheimer or just illness that develops over time. If you want just a better quality of life and a more natural lifestyle, these 5 things are a big thing for me. Like I said, sometime, okay, here and there, if you have to, you know what I mean? You don't also want to be like crazy. You want to find the right balance. But there is things where you have to put boundaries. Like me with the microwave, it's a no. Nothing is going in the microwave ever for me, ever. A sip of tap water here and there if I have to. Okay, sure. If I have to boil tap water, okay, sure. But it's not my daily habits. White sugar, not my daily habits at all. I will never go buy a bag of white sugar for my house to cook with that or ever again. I will never buy a loaf of bread that is like the generic brands. Never. The oil, if it happens, yeah, okay. I went to a restaurant, they use canola oil. I ate the meal, okay, once in a while. But will I go buy a bucket of canola oil for my house to cook my food? No, never. On my daily basis, it will always be olive oil. If I have the option in a store to look at the ingredients and there's something with olive oil, this is what you want to get instead of the other bad oil, all right? And okay, I'll give you a quick little extra bonus one, and it's the salt. All right, table salt, wild salt, the 90s salt or the 80s salt, like I call it. You know, just that like old school salt that is just like not sea salt. This is not in my life anymore either. Like those old little salt thing that people leave on the on the table with salt and pepper, but it's just not healthy salt. This just never part of my daily life anymore. I always buy like organic sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, and I always look into ingredients again. Always read the ingredients, but if I go to a store and I want to buy something, I try to go for the things that says sea salt instead of just regular salt. It's just healthier for you. And that's it. I'll keep that one short. So, all right. I hope I inspire you to change a few things in your life. I promise you that these are for the best. This is not something that like I know I just looked up on ChatGPT or whatever. These are actual things that have been part of my lifestyle for 15 years, and this is what I want to teach people. Like these little changes, which are actually huge changes, just will promote a better lifestyle in general and a better quality of life. And I hope you got something out of it, guys. And I added a new little link into my description. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. If you made it all the way here and you watched my video and you want to give forward to me, I don't know how to bring this up. Like it's kind of awkward, but it's like a little kind of donation, I guess, thing where you can buy me a coffee. You can, like, I think your coffee is like $5 or whatever, and you just can buy as many coffee as you want. Anyway, if you feel like it, you know, I don't make money from my YouTube video yet. Maybe one day, hopefully. But if in the meantime, you know, you want to pay forward, if you find that my video brings you any type of like positive change in your life, it's there. All right. Thank you. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.